So in this video, we have to see a practical of computer system architecture, and it is course of Delhi University and the practical number 5. So we have to create a binary up-down counter. So the problem statement is here. So this is the basically guidelines of a BSc program, CBCS course of Delhi University of computer system architecture. So if we see here, these are the practicals, and today I will do practical number 5. So we have to write a program to print values of a 5-bit binary up-down counter. User should be able to specify the up or down nature of the counter. So basically, first we have to create a counter, and we have to ask the user whether to up the counter or down the counter. So first we have to understand what is counter. So counter means we have to increment the value by 1 or we have to decrement the value by 1. So if we see, because it is a 5-bit counter, so the values would be anything like 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. So these are the general cases. So if we increment it by 1, so it will convert it to 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. Then similarly, we have other case 0, 0, 0, 1, 1. So if we increment by it, so 1, 1 basically it's 3. So if we increment it by 1, so it become 4, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. And same with the case with the decrement. Suppose we have a value 1, 0. So if we so 1, 0 in decimal is 2. If we decrease by 1, then its output is 1. Then 1, 1, 1 is 7. So if we decrease by 1, then the output is 6. So that is 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. So these are the some general cases, and we have also corner cases. So when the value is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, all the bits are 1, and if you want to increment it by 1, so then the output would be 0, 0, 0. So it means it is basically we could say when the maximum limit of the bits we consume the maximum limit, then the result would be again 0, start from the 0. Then similarly, if we decrease 0, 0, 0 by 1, so it will gives us 1, 1, 1, 1 5 times. So because it is a 5-bit binary up-down counter, so that's why I am representing here 5 bits. So let's understand first the logic. So we have to create the program in Python language. So let's first try to understand the logic. So suppose we have 0, 0, 0, 0. So in that case, if we increment 1, so I have C, there is a 1. And if I increment this 0, 0, 0, 1, then you can see 1 is there and 0 is there. And if I increment this, so here it is 1 and it is also 1. So if you see, there is some pattern. And if you see here, it is 1, 1, 1. So it becomes 0, 0 and it is 1. If you see the pattern is like that. If I encounter the 1, then I will convert it into 0 until I get the first 0. As soon as get the first 0, I have to convert that first 0 into 1. So that is 1, 1. So 1, 1 is converted into 0 until I get the first 0. So if I get the first 0, then I convert the 0 to 1 and then exit. And the remaining bits are same. So if you see any number, you can apply the same logic. Here I convert the 1 to 0 and then I got the first 0. So I convert that 0 to 1 and then exit. So remaining bits are same. If you see any number, suppose the number is 0, 1, 1, 1. So in that case, again, I have to convert all the ones until I get the 0. So all the ones converted to 0 and then 0 converted to 1. So this is the logic. And if you see in decrement, so logic is reverse. So why? You can see if I have to decrease 0, 1, 0, 0 by 1. So in that case, I have converted the 0 to 1 until I get the 1. So as soon as I get the 1, I converted that to 0 and exit. So you can check any here 1010. If I, in that case, I have to invert the 0, 0 to 1 and 1 to 0, and I get the my 1 here. So the remaining bits are same. So this is the logic. So let's move to the code part. So this is the code. So I have created two functions here, one for the incrementing the bits, and another for the decrementing the bits. So you can write any name, whatever you would like to write here. So I have write a increment of function and a decrement function. Then I have write here the code for the for it's basically menu, so that the user could ask again and again to increment or to decrement the value. So this code is not important. First we have to understand how we have to write the increment code, and then we have to see how to write the decrement code. So in incrementing the code, so what could be the input? So input could be any string, or input could be any list. So here the input is string. So I converted, first I have to read the bits. So suppose in my case the input is anyone, anything like 00100. So I have to increment it by 1. So in that case, first I have to read each bit from the right side. So the rightmost bit we have to read first. So I have to read first 0, then 1, sorry, then 0 and again 0. So for that purpose, what I do, I have convert the counter. I have used here slicing operator, and it will print me the value in the counter, convert it into the list, and it will give me the list in reverse order. If you want to run this, if you are not aware about the slicing operator, I am giving you one example here, like this. So suppose bits or anything inside a string. So if I write this bits and using this slice operator, by here no nothing, and then here nothing, and here -1. So it will, what it will do, it will print the everything in the reverse order. Let me run it. So you could see first the F, E, D, C, B, A. So if we have a string of bits, suppose 101001, so in that case, if I run this, so you could see it will print it in reverse order, 1, then 001, 001. So this is the code for the to get the string in reverse order. So first because I have to add 1 from the rightmost bit, so that's why I have converted the input into a list, and then what I do, I have stored in bits. So after that, what I have to do, I have to just iterate over the bits. So for that purpose, I have a code for I, comma bit in enumerate bits. So this code will iterate over the bits list, and it will also give me I is index. So I is every time incrementing. So I is started from 0, then 1, then 2. So to understand that code, I have put that code here. So for I, comma bits in enumerate ABCD. So here I need the bits. So let's define the bits somewhere here. So here bits equals to some value, suppose 1, 2, 3, 4. So sorry, already bits are there. So bits is a local variable. So I have to enumerate over the ABCD. So let's run it. So you can see here 0, 1, 1B, 2C, and 3D. So it means it is printing, it is give you the index as well as the value. So so I want to trace over the bits. So what is the logic here? So in case of incrementing, what is the logic? I have to convert the 1 into 0, then 1 into 0. Until I get the 1, I have to convert it into 0. As soon as I get the first 0, I have to convert it into 1 and exit from the code. So 1 to 0. So let's see if anything is there. So yes, if the bit is either 0 or 1. So in this case, if the bit is 1, we have moved to the else part. So in that case, what I do, I have converted bit 1 to bit 0. This is the logic. I have converted bit 1 to bit 0. So suppose my input is 0 0 1 1. So in that case, I get the 1, it will convert to 0. Then I get the 1, it will convert to 0. Then I get the 0. So what will we do? If I get the 0, I will write it 1 and break. So it's quite easy. Then in the end, I return whatever in the bits list. I have to again join all these things using the join operator. First, I have to convert every x to the string, and then I join it. So if I have to run this, so first you have to test this. So for testing this, you have to write this increment, and then suppose I am writing here some string 1 0 0 1 or anything that, let's pick something here 0 0 1 1 0 0 1 1, and I have to print also this. So print it. So it will give me, so 1 1 is 3 and 1 0 0 is 4. It is incrementing. So you can check any value, any other value. Suppose I have checked 0 0. So it will give me 1. That's good. And suppose my value is 1 1 1 1. So in that case, it will also give me 0. Okay, so everything is fine here. So I have tested all the corner cases, all the general cases. So everything is fine in this function. So let's move to the decrement function now. So for decrement, as I already told you the logic, the logic is reversal of the increment. So in increment, what we will do, unless we get the first 0, we will convert all the ones to 0. So in case of decrement, what we have to do, unless I get the 1, I have to convert all the 0 to 1 1. So let's move to the code. So you can see here the lines are the same number of lines, 9 lines. Everything is same except here, if the bit is 0, I have changed this to bit 2, the bit equals to 1. And then in that case, I have to change the bits to 0. Otherwise, everything is same. And here is else part, bit equal to 0, and here bit equals to 1, and everything is same. So let's run this also. So for that purpose, you have to write decrement operator decr. Okay. So if I decrement 1 1 1 by 1, so it will give me, that's right. If I decrement 0 0 0 0 by 1, it will give me 1 1 1. That's also right. And if I write some value like 1 0, it will give me 1. So everything is fine here. So now the task is very clear. I am able to write the increment operator. I have tested it successfully. I have write the decrement operator. I have tested it successfully. Now the only task, we have to create a menu. If you know how to write a menu, then it's fine. Otherwise, you could see here. So what I do, first I create a counter array. So it means I have created a blank array of 0, and I will ask the user. So let's first run it, then we will see. Do you have some initial input for counter? Suppose I don't want to add any initial value, I have to write n. So if I am not giving any initial input, so in that case the input is 0. So it is asking me whether you want to up the counter or down the counter. If I say 1, so it means up the counter, so it will 0 will convert it to 1. So let's continue again. Yes, again continue, so it will give me 2. Yes, again continue, suppose it will give me 1 1. So you will see here 1, it is 2, it is 3, so it is incrementing, so it is very good. So let's decrement this. So for this purpose we have to press yes, decrement the counter, press 2. So what is giving me? It is giving me 2. And again yes, decrement the counter, press 2. It is giving me 1. Again yes, decrement the counter. Yes, it is giving me 0. So now let's test the corner case. Again press yes, decrement it, it will give me 1 1 1. If you again want to decrement it, press yes and then press, it is giving me everything is fine. And when you want to exit, press no. Okay, so it will exit. So how it works? So for that purpose, first we need to take the input from the user. For that purpose I have write this. It will ask, do you have some initial input for counter? If I press yes, then it will ask me input. So I stored it input in bits and then convert that into list, or then print it for the user. If I haven't want to write any initial input, so in that case it will print this array, this list. So this list is just the zeros. After that I have a while loop, so it is infinite loop. It will ask me want to up or down the counter, and I have stored the value in I because I have to, and I converted that input into integer because I would only want 1 or 2. And then what I do, I have converted the counter list into a string, and if I equals to 1, so in that case I have called the increment, and when I get the answer I will print the answer. If the input is 2, in that case I will decrement the counter and print the input. If the user input anything then in that case I would print please enter correct choice and then break. So when the user enter 1 or 2, after that I will increment the binary value or decrement the binary value, and after that I would ask again whether would you like to continue, and if yes, then I break that while loop and move again to the else loop, and I have to start again from this. If the user say no, then in that case I have do the system.exit. So for system.exit I have to also import system.